Hey Deckers, we got the first patch for Jedi Survivor, with a very small amount of fixes for PC, and on the surface it looks like it's made a bit of a difference, but let's dive in and see if it really has. Unfortunately, when we get into the actual battles, it's a mixed bag whether it's made any update at all, apart from some minor graphical changes. On the left here we have the day 1 version, and on the right we have the patch 1. Also to note, I was running the day 1 version off my SD card and I've installed the patch update on my SSD internally. As you can see, it's actually performing a little bit worse, even with a smaller field of view as well. This isn't always the case, it does seem to be a little bit more stable. The day 1 frame time was all over the place, and the texture quality was really as low as it could get. Now, I had to still run FSR to quality mode for both of these to get anything minorly playable, but I have noticed that on the patch 1 update it definitely looks a lot better, and in some instances it is actually holding 30 frames per second. Unfortunately, even when we get to the later level, which is a little bit less demanding than that Coruscant first section, it doesn't hold 30 frames per second all of the time, but it does look a lot better. As you can see here, we are getting that 30 frames per second occasionally, but as soon as we go into a loading area, it still dips down into the 20s, and when we get into the battles, it's a mixed bag once again, of whether it keeps up in the 30s or dips randomly down into the low 20s. This is a shame. This game definitely has a lot of potential. On PC it's still not performing as well as it should, although it can hold between 50 and 60 most of the time on an RTX 3080, which does make it somewhat playable if you just hide the frame counters. We'll keep monitoring for more patches, as there definitely needs to be a bit more work on this one. The GPU utilization is definitely a lot better. As you can see, it's pretty much capping out now, and the CPU utilization is better as well. However, that wattage really is a little bit high for our liking. Hopefully they can do some tweaks on this, or at least bring in some of the other anti-aliasing modes, as FSR 2 isn't doing a great deal right now, and for some reason still turning FSR 2 off makes it look a lot worse. Let us know in the comments below if you've dived into this with the new patch and if you've seen any difference. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.